welcome to my channel if you've never been here before. My name is Kate Simsley and I build in The Sims. If you haven't been here before, then welcome back. Today we're creating a large family home. This is a base game only build, and this home has 4+ bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, and it comes together very nicely. I'm really happy with the way this turned out. I actually do not enjoy building with only base game. I find that it's super limited, and I have a very hard time. But this one actually came out quite cozy, and I think it's okay. Hopefully you'll like it. I'm probably not going to talk through this whole build. If you can't hear, I'm very stuffed up. I'm probably going to cough and sneeze and have to pause while I record, but I will talk to you for a little while. It's quite a long video. It's about 30 minutes. I'll play music for you when I stop talking. But, yeah, it's pretty long. It was a big build. It took me quite a few hours to create. But like I said, I'm really happy with the way it came out. I put a deck on the back of the house here, so you can see that coming together. There's nothing really on the deck. On the downstairs, I have a barbecue and a picnic table. And on the top is literally just an easel. So I imagine that the family that lives here, I put a room with bunk beds. And I'm assuming for girls, it's very pink. I was going to put a toddler room, but I ended up switching it to a kid's room because I don't know why. I don't like toddlers really in The Sims being on the upstairs floors. I like to have them on the main floor. But I did start out with a toddler room, but I switched it to a kid's room. And then I've got like a teens room up there as well. You'll see it come together. It's pretty cool. But I figured one of them paints, and I put an easel out on the balcony up there, and I think that worked out pretty well. We started the exterior in the floor plan, which I actually cut out a heck of a lot of footage because it took me forever to get this floor plan and the exterior the way that I wanted it, but I ended up putting like blue shuttered windows, and I paint the entire exterior a light beige color. And I think that turns out really well. It fits very well into its surroundings here. You can see in the top left the lot that it's built on. I can't see it right now. I forget what lot it is, but it is there, and it fits really well here. There's a lot of houses that are similar to this. I think it's in Willow Creek, to be honest with you. But there is a lot of houses similar in style, and so I think that it fits pretty good. So, moving on, I changed out the front door. I started with a big wide door, but I changed it just to a tall, skinny door, and I think that that works really well. I'm going to add some wood on the decks here, and then we'll put a fence around the exterior of the backyard. We put a little gate at the side. I was debating whether to do that. I didn't really want the gate there, but then by the time I really thought about it, it was too late because I had done everything else. So that's where the gate stays. I do end up with terrain paint. I paint a small walkway, and the walkway is just gravel. You can't really see it. I put it on very lightly, but it is there just to show that people walk through there, I guess. At the front here, I put some garden beds using terrain paint, and I'm going to fill them with plants later on. You'll see that towards the end of the video. And it's very simple. The landscaping of this is super simple. I didn't put a lot of effort into creating any crazy intricate landscaping. I just put some plants lining the house. I put a tree in the backyard. There's nothing extravagant with the landscaping. I'm actually not so great at landscaping. I've been practicing and I'm getting better, but it's not my strong suit, so I do have to practice some more. But I wanted to keep it simple with this house. I didn't want to distract from the house itself, and so that's why I kept it really simple. Downstairs, we're going to have 1 bedroom downstairs and 1 bathroom. And I figured, I had 2 thoughts. When I was building this, I was like, oh, the parents' room's downstairs. But then I thought about it. The way I set the rooms up upstairs, it could be that the grandparents live here, and maybe they live downstairs. And so their bedroom is down here, and then there is another adult bedroom that could be the teens room, could be an adult bedroom. And, yeah, 2 kids. And you can actually turn it back into a toddler room if you wanted. You could put a toddler bed. If you had grandparents here to help you, it wouldn't be so bad. In my mind, as I was building, I was like, I could have a single dad living here. Maybe the mom died and the dad has all the kids, and the grandparents they've moved in together, all of them, so that they could help him out with the kids. And so I thought that'd be kind of cool. Maybe the dad like works in the gaming industry or something, because the room is set up for like someone who likes video games, and it's all very masculine and dark. You'll see when we get up there. But I thought that could work. Otherwise, it could just be parents, and then you could have a teen up there or something, and maybe the teen has a child, and you could turn it into a baby or toddler room. You'll see. I don't know. There's endless possibilities. You can do whatever you want if you want it. If you do download this, it will be on the gallery, by the way. I will give you all that information in the description below, but if you download this, you can change anything you want and make it fit whatever family you use in your game. We're just adding some exterior doors to the back of the build here, and we put down wood flooring on the downstairs. I don't know if we do it up here yet. I think we do eventually. But we put like wood flooring in a very light wood color. And I think it works out. Oh, again, I struggle with the floor plan in this. I did cut a lot of it out, like I had said, but I do manage to get 3 bedrooms up here and a little office. So there is also a little, like very small office area up here, and I think that that works out really well. It's just got a computer, some bookcases, and I think a stereo. Nothing too crazy or exciting. I do manage to get 2 bathrooms up here. So this little bathroom that I just created right there, the little nook thing I created, that ends up being a bathroom for the little kids, teens, whatever you want to do, girls' room. And then there is another bathroom at the end of the hall. You could really switch the rooms around, maybe and give like an adult a bathroom, but it doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. Do what you want. So the kitchen came together really quick. It's all very bright and light, airy, and I think that it works well. There's a lot of windows. So I think I set the lot traits on this. I set one of them to the natural light because there are so many windows and so much light coming in. I think it's the perfect trait for this home. I add a little plant here in the dining room. So there's not an actual dining room in this house. As you can see, it's an eat-in kitchen. Right now there's wood on the floor, but I do end up changing the flooring in a second here. I'm going to put tile all the way through this room and make it more of an eat-in kitchen than a separate dining room. I'd originally tried to put like a spandrel across and close off the kitchen, but it didn't end up looking right. I didn't really like it. But I am happy with the kitchen. I think it turned out really nice. It's really big and spacious, and I think that's perfect in this house. I'm going to add those little aprons on the wall here, which you'll see, and that's where I paint the flooring. That's where I tried to put the spandrel. It just looked too closed off and strange, so I left it. We're going to move on and do the living room. It comes together relatively quickly. I just put a couch and a love seat. I add a couple of chairs, TV. I do end up putting a desk in here, which you'll see towards the end of this section. There is a desk in behind the couch and a bookshelf. So, like, I figure if there was kids, maybe that's where they do their homework, or maybe the parent does work there while the kids are playing or something. But I did end up adding a desk there, and I think that turned out really well. So I've been talking a lot in my other videos about how it's been so hot where I live, and I've honestly been so happy. But it has gotten cold. Like, honestly, I live in Ontario, Canada, and I'm telling you, sometimes you blink and the weather changes. It went from being like plus 35 to it's now like maybe 20 if you're lucky today, and it's windy. Like, the wind is really cold. It's been raining on and off. Not today, but like throughout the week it's been raining on and off. It just hasn't been pleasant. So I'm looking forward to warm weather coming back because I cannot handle the cold at all. Like, not even a little bit. I actually hate the cold. It makes me just want to freak out. I don't like it. I saw a post today. I came across it at first on Twitter, and I saw it a few other places after that, and I've heard that The Sims, or it leaked somehow, that the next expansion pack is going to be a high school pack. Now, I'm not 100% sure about this. Like, in all honesty, apparently the way that it leaked is The Sims sent out those little surveys that they send sometimes to like select people. Not everyone gets the surveys. Not everyone gets the same surveys, and literally not everybody gets surveys. But they did apparently send one out, and in one of the surveys that they sent out, they were asking about expansion packs, and apparently one of the packs that was listed said high school, but we don't have a high school pack. And so I guess this led people to think that the next expansion is going to be a high school pack. And so I'm curious about that. That would be kind of neat because we definitely need more things for like teens to do. But I'm not sure if I think this is true. I can't see them coming out with a high school pack. Like, why not just come out with a school pack in general? But, yeah, that's what's going around right now. Everybody's been talking about it on YouTube and Twitter and everything. And so I'm curious, like, would you be excited for a high school pack? I'm not sure if I don't care, to be honest with you. I think it would work for me. I would like it if we can play the school. Like, if it could be like Sims 3 or whatever, you can go to school with your kid, like go check on them at school, then fine. Because I want to be able to build the school. If not, I don't really want it. Like, if it's just another rabbit hole, I don't think we need it. We have enough rabbit hole things to do. I don't think we would need that. However, if we can, like, go to the school and create the school and edit the school or whatever, that would be awesome. Especially if they did that, then they could add, like, a teacher career. If they ever update Get to Work, which they desperately need to, they could definitely add a teacher career, and then you could have your teacher work in the high school. That'd be pretty neat. So here we are, just creating the downstairs bedroom. The color scheme in here is green, and it's very cozy and warm again, bright and airy, whatever. There is a fireplace in here, and I do put like a small sitting area across from the bed. I put 2 big leather chairs, and I think that that's pretty cozy. We're going to add a dresser over by the windows, and we use big curtains. You'll see I forget to put one at this window, but I do add big curtains. I make them green in the end, and I think it turns out really well. It's pretty simple. Like, there's nothing interesting in this room. It's a bedroom. Like, it's pretty much like every other bedroom. However, it does have the sitting area and the fireplace, and I thought that was pretty cute. I had to put a fireplace because I ended up putting the chimney because the side of the house just looked so empty and it was driving me insane. In this corner, I did not know what to add, but I end up adding, it's like a little light section, I think, and it's like a chair. It's for photography, I think. I'm pretty sure. And I end up adding that in the corner here, and I think it ends up looking cute. At first, I was like, oh, I'm not sure about this, but it ends up looking super cute, and it worked well. I don't like the stuff that I put on that dresser there. I really kind of wish I hadn't done that, but I do end up throwing a mirror into the corner, and we're just going to add the curtains, like I had said. Other than that, yeah, it comes together quick. I don't really know what to say about this room at all. So the Werewolves pack obviously got announced, and everybody seems very excited about this. I've said very clearly before that I'm not really into Occult Sims. It's not so much that I'm not really into fantasy anything, to be honest with you. However, I will play it. I do play with Realm of Magic sometimes, and it's fun. Like, it's okay, it works. But I just find that my issue with Occult Sims in the game is that there's always things lacking. So, like, Realm of Magic, for example, there were so many missed opportunities, and I don't want a pack that, I don't know. I just don't want to half a pack. Do you know what I mean? So I'd be curious to know what you think of werewolves. Are you really excited? Are you excited for Occult Sims? What do you think of the occults we have in the game already? Like, I personally hate vampires. I love the build by objects in that pack. Absolutely adore them. However, the pack itself, I hate it. I hate vampires. Whenever I play the game, the minute I load in, I click on my door and I make it so that vampires cannot break into my house and bite me while I'm sleeping, because that seems to happen to me every time I play the game. Like, literally every time I play the game. A vampire comes into my house and bites my sim while they're sleeping, and it's very annoying, and I don't like it. It usually happens like if you have a job interview or something, or you have to go to work, your sim will get bit before that, and they'll either miss work, or they'll go to work really dazed, and it just wrecks everything. I remember I had one sim, and she was a famous actress, and that happened to her the night, like, literally right before her audition, and so she went to her audition very dazed. The only good thing with The Sims is it's super easy to change your mood, or you can, like, easily cheat your mood. I'm pretty lucky to have, well, not lucky. I have UI cheats. It's not locked. Like, anybody can get it. It's actually a great mod. I love it because you can literally just click on the need and it'll fill it. And I could not play without it. I don't remember the last time I've actually played the game and functionally played it where I filled my Sims needs. But whatever. So yeah. It's really easy, though, to change your Sims mood in the game, and it's kind of to the point of being annoying. Like, if your spouse cheats on you, even with the update we got where, like, it's supposed to improve your emotions, if your sim cheats on you, you will be over it in a minute. Like, you can always change your sim's mood, so that's kind of annoying. I wish it would be a little more realistic in that sense. I think there's two different kinds of players. I honestly think there's people who enjoy realism, and then people who just want fantasy in the game. I don't know. I guess there's a mix of both, but like, for me, I would prefer it be the more realistic, the better. I want my Sims to be like actual people. I think that that's a lot better for me, personally. I know that there's a lot of people that don't want that. A lot of people like this game because they can create just this perfect life and crazy stuff. You can fly where you can't do that in real life and, all that kind of stuff, which would be kind of cool. But I'm not sure. I don't know, I like the realism of it to some extent. I do like the fantasy. Like, I think that would be really cool if we get fairies and stuff eventually. That'd be really neat. I like fairies. Werewolves, not so much. I don't really care. I guess it'll be kind of cool. I'm excited to see the new gameplay, and some of the new characters look pretty neat. I like the new world looks great from what I've seen. Some of the new, like, builds that show up, they look pretty cool too. It's very, like, run down and funky, and I think that's kind of cool. It's fitting of what I like. My favorite builds to create are, like, run down ghetto style builds, if that makes any sense, or like steampunk inspired things, stuff like that. So I think that this new world and hopefully the pack will be right up my alley for that stuff. I'm getting kind of bored of just building perfect little family houses, Anyway, you'll see that room came together really quickly, and it's very pink. Hence why I said I believe it's for girls, and it could be for guys. I'm not going to judge. But it is very pink, and I also did the bathroom very, very pink. The bathroom is really small. It's just got a tub and a sink and a toilet. Nothing interesting. But it's all very pink, and so I was imagining the girls lived in that room. So here's the room that could have been a toddler's room, and I had started out as a toddler's room. But I do end up switching it, and I put a normal, like, kid-sized bed, and so I assume the room is going to be for kids. You'll see at the start of this, the room is, like, really girl-looking, but I end up switching it to be a boy's room. In my mind, it's what I wanted to do, I guess. I don't really know why. I actually did not think about the kid in this room very much at all. I'm not even going to lie to you. I really did not think about them. I think as a toddler, it would probably work better. I'm wishing that I hadn't switched the bed out. But you know what it was? Is there's just not enough toddler items in the game. Like, even with the toddler stuff pack and the new camping pack, like, there's still... Well, I couldn't use them here because it's a base game build. But even then, there's still not very many toddler. But in the base game, there's especially not. Like, there's literally next to nothing for toddlers to do. And so, I decided switching it might be a good idea. Can you hear how stuffed I am? Oh my god, and my mouth is dry. I'm dying, I think, you guys. Honestly. So, I switched everything. I started out with, you saw it, and now I'm going to take everything out pretty much, and I'm just going to change the color scheme and everything. I changed out the bookcase. You'll see there's a potty sitting in the hallway. It's going to go away. I put it there momentarily until I remembered I wasn't going to have a toddler. But yeah, this is definitely a kid's room no matter what. It's either a toddler or a kid. There's a lot of like toys and stuff. I do some cool things on the wall. So I use like the wall decals. I need to take a drink. My mouth is so dry. Hold on. I put like some wall decals. I use the big mural. I just size it down twice. Or maybe it's 3 times. Anyway, I stick it between the windows, and then I'm going to use clouds, and I'm going to size them up and put them over the dresser, and I thought that would look really cool. And then over by the bookcase, I just put a bunch of snowflakes going up the wall, and I love the way that that looks. I thought it was really fun, and it ends up looking really cute in the end. And we're just going to paint the walls blue, and just, yeah, that'll be about it in this room pretty much. We're going to move on to the teens room next, or single dad, depends what you want to do or how you want to play. Could be anybody's room. But we're going to move on to that next, and it's very dark and, I don't know, moody. That's the best way to put it. Dark and moody, the teens room is going to be. You'll see that come together in a few minutes. That's about it in there. So, okay, so here's the teens room. And we're going to use, obviously, base game bed, because everything in this build is base game. It uses only base game, but it also does use like the holiday pack, which is free. You can get it on like Origin or whatever for free. So I use that here because, it's free and everyone should have it. I think I used 3 items from it, so it's not a huge deal. A couple of candles and maybe a picture or two. But, yeah, so the bed here is base game. Everything's base game, obviously. And, I ended up putting this bookcase. Originally, I had put a TV on it. I was going to put a chair so I could sit and watch TV. But I ended up switching that out because I ended up putting a stereo there. And I put, instead of the TV, I put in that, like, giant video game thing. Like, it's like a VR game. You know, when you go to, like, the San Myshuno, video game thing that happens in San Myshuno, and you play video games in, like, the VR thing. That's what I ended up putting in here. You'll see in a minute. Oh my god. I'm at a loss. But yeah, that's what I ended up putting in here, and I think that it works really well. I imagine that the person that lives in this room, be it a teen or a single dad or whatever you want to do, I imagine they love video gaming, and so that was my process of this room. It all comes together. It's pretty simple. It's blue and yellow. I end up doing the walls a very deep, dark, like moody blue, and I think it works out really well. I use that tall lamp in the corner, and I use some bright yellow carpets, and I think it's fun. On the windows, I put these blue and yellow curtains, and I think that works really well in this room as well. Yeah. So I'm running out of things to say, and I'm probably going to go. Like I said, this will be on the gallery, and I think it's on there as base game family home, or maybe it's base game only family home. I'll put all the information, like I said, it'll be in the description below. All the links to my social media will also be below. Oh yeah, my channel finally got its like custom URL, so now that to find me on YouTube, the end of my thing is Kate Simsley, so that made me super happy. And I wanted to tell you guys, because I keep forgetting, I finally got reshade working in my game. I've been struggling to get reshade working since I got my new computer, which was like 6 months ago. Maybe not quite that long. Yeah, maybe it was. Anyway, I got a new computer, and all of a sudden my reshade, it worked at first, and then one day it just died and wouldn't work anymore, and every time I tried to start the game with reshaded, my game would crash. However, I did finally get it working, so if you guys know of any good reshade presets, please tell me. Everyone tells me the Dove 2.0. I downloaded it, and I really don't like it. Like, I actually hate it. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but when I put it in and turn it on, it makes my pictures like blurry, and I can't really see them, so I didn't like that. Like I said, I could be doing something wrong. No idea how to use this thing. But if you know of any good, simple reshade presets, I would love to know them. Share them with me in the comments. I really need help figuring out what to use. Right now I'm using Miss Lollipop version 2 or something, or Miss Lollipop, one or the other. It's either one or two that I'm using. And it's pretty simple. I don't mind it. I was thinking I'm going to start trying to figure out how to make my own. And then that way I'm not going to worry about downloading. But I like this one. It just brightens it up. And I think that that's really needed in this game because I find it really dark and sometimes dingy without the reshade, I guess. I don't notice a huge difference. Like this one's very subtle. But I do notice that it does brighten it up and it makes the colors a lot more vibrant, which is always good. But yeah, share your presets with me. And I will download them and try them because I need new things to do. But yeah, I am probably going to go. I will play you some music. This is the little office space came together. It's just a desk, some bookshelves, and a stereo, and that's it. I will play you music. All the information will be below. Follow me on social media wherever you are. I would love to chat with you. Let me know what you think in the comments and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Also, give it a thumbs up if you enjoy this build. It helps me out, and it just really makes me happy. So, you'll watch the backyard come together. Really simple. I'm just going to put a couple of, planter boxes and some monkey bars and plants and stuff. But I will go. Have a spectacular day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!
I'm acting surprised, but I know I'm not over you. Keep missing our fights, even though they're so overdue. We had a fire, now we're watching it burn low. Isn't it time we go our separate ways? Not enough time, not enough time. I'm falling behind, I hate to separate my body and mind, my body and mind. You feel like demons in my mind, demons in my mind. You taste like demons in my mind, demons pushing all my triggers. Losing my pride, but I guess that's what love do to people like us, struggling to come through. We had a fire that we watched it burn out. Isn't it time we go our separate ways? Not enough time, not enough time. I'm falling behind, I hate to separate my body and mind, my body and mind. You feel like demons in my mind, demons in my mind. You taste like demons in my mind, demons pushing all my triggers. 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 I'm acting surprised, but I know I'm not over you. Keep missing our fights. Think I'm losing my mind, but I guess that's what love do.